In this video,
here we are. Made that very clear. Away with your thoughts. Plasticky sound. It's underneath it, flinging out the trundles along.
yeah, I'd rather use cordless.
Look how easy that is.
I'm taking it all up.
Go
Height of it,
like that. We know it's good. Yeah.
absolutely covered. You don't wear shorts like I did.
That's going to cause some havoc.
Because I'm pushing down too hard.
Oh, what have I done that for?
Right then, the tool that I bought from Aldi, which is completely new to me, cordless, made by Ferrex from the last tool drop, and you may have seen the Ryobi equivalent as well, for taking weeds, gunk, debris, whatever, between slabs, sandstones, blocks, whatever, moss, things like that. Well, I got the cordless Ferrex one. It's a fairly short video, but I wanted to get it out because I've got another one coming out, I think tomorrow, with another cordless tool from Aldi. So, fellow sheddies and tool lovers, let's stop the waffle and get on with it. Hello, sheddies, and you join me again in my shed.
Right then, I got this Ferrex cordless joint cleaner. One wheel on one side, then a wire brush on the other for getting the weeds in between slabs and block paving, that sort of thing. Handle on top, no battery of course. Use these batteries and the active energy ones, I think. We'll try it out. These new ULED ones, the ring of light that goes around it, or a U-shaped light. Tells you when it's running out of power. If it goes to red, you don't need to charge it or swap it. These sort of things. These are 15 quid, but you might have some already for your other tools. There we go, full power. 4 amp hour, 20 volt. The chargers, I think they were a tenner. Also these active energy Aldi batteries for Ferrex tools. These are a bit more expensive. That's the 2 amp hour one. I think they work with these. We'll try it out. And then of course the 5 amp hour one. These are 20 volt and 40 volt if you've got 40 volt Ferrex tools. So that's them three. When I first saw these come out, let me zoom out a bit. Whoop. They were $39.99. These have been reduced to $29.99, which I don't think is too bad. So let's say we bought the charger and the battery specifically for this. 55 quid total, if you get these at 30 quid. I'd seen, and you've probably seen on TV, big adverts at the minute for Ryobi, and they brought one out. I had a look online. I think they're £100, and it comes with the charger and the battery. But it comes with a 2 amp hour battery, not the 4 amp hour. Well, a bit of a difference, more or less half price, but you might have the range of batteries for Ferrex anyway, especially if you've got these old ones. I'm looking forward to giving this a bash. I've not got any slabs that have got weeds coming through, but I've got a lot of block pavers on my front drive. They're coming up later on this year anyway, so I'm redoing my drive. For now, I want to rip out a load of weeds. But it's done in like a herringbone effect. It's going to be a bit fiddly going in between each side. I don't know, but we'll give it a bash. Now, I know the Ryobi one comes with 2 of these wire wheels. One's a bit stronger than the other, depending on what application you're using it for. Blocks or slabs you're using it for, or stone or flagstones. But we're talking about this. So 1400 RPM. Wire brush looks like 110 mil diameter. There's only 2 of these left. It's taped up. I hope it's all right. Has someone been playing with this? It looks like it, doesn't it? On the back, adjustable telescopic handle with swiveling auxiliary handle. Adjustable length, which is good, because I'm over 6 foot, from 92.5 centimetres up to 128 centimetres. Tool-free brush replacement with quick release fastener, good to read. Here we go, includes 2 brushes, joint brush with powerful wire, bristles, and joint brush with gentle nylon. Suitable for natural stone, concrete paving, tiles, wood, I suppose for like decking and stuff like that as well. Wood composite materials, WPC. Removes moss, dirt or debris, I suppose in the grooves in decking as well as the gaps. Or debris from joints on patios, paths and driveways. 3-year warranty. There's the model number if you want it. FBT-CJC001. Manufactured April 2026. Interesting. 85 decibels. Is this a gimmick or genius? New era of weeding. In the past, I've used this hook, I'm sure that's Parkside, rubber handle on the end, hanger, and then you open it up and extend it like that. Lock it in. Look at that beast on the end there, ripping it out. Earth and all sorts as well, really going deep. I used this on my slabs outside my shed not so long ago because I put new gravel in. But that's coming up as well at some point. And then this thing here as well, I've still got loads of earth and stuff left in there, but that's a right backache job. Look how short it is as well. So this might just be the answer. Did see one come out from Parkside as well, actually, a while back. Mains, and that was 30 quid standard price. Anyway, let's open it up. Here we are. Instructions. Here's the thing itself. What I've got attached to here. God, is it? Some sort of little rubber flap at the back there. Stop it flinging out, I'd have thought. There's one brush. Use eye protection. Made that very clear. So that's the nylon one. Here's the main body of it. And nothing attached. Oh, no. Have I been done? Oh, it's there. Thought I didn't get the wire brush. It's there, look, in the housing already. So that goes on that side somehow. It's the main handle. Let's get it all out of the box. So the main handle, not the best plastic plasticky sounding. Good, isn't it? Get something like solid plastic like this. It just looks a lot better, a bit more dense. This is flimsy plastic, as I like to call it. Rubber all over the handle. Nice grippages. And you can't pull the trigger in until you've pushed the safety button in. Same on both sides. Without reading the instructions, that must be the holder for your other wire brush that's on the handle. Yeah, it sits underneath it. There, look. Right, that's enough of the instructions. Oh, in fact, let's have a quick look at the specs. Oh, yeah, so you can use the active energy ones as well. So that's the ULED one and the active energy. It tells you what everything is. They call that guard the mud guard. Looking for the specs, it's here, isn't it? Doesn't tell us much more apart from the weight, 1.9 kilos. I suspect that's without the battery. So here's the main body of it. The wheel that trundles along. The wire wheel on that side and go ripping out all the weeds and gunk. So that there pulls back. So how does he go in? Oh, look at that. Look how easy that is. It's like an impact driver. Ho, ho, I like that. That means if you really want to. Yeah, lock him in there. I'm getting off track. So the guard must go like that. Is that right? Doesn't look right. No, it's about right. And then to swap the wheel, stick him in there, just enough room. Nice. Like it. Handle. Push him out. Got these little notches here to adjust the angle of the handle. Star shape on both sides to find whatever position we need. How do we get him on? That's it. Get on there. There we are. Oh, what have I done that for? I was going to turn it. I need to put the pin in first. Right. Don't turn it. Bolt back through. Why aren't you going through? Better. Fits into there, look. Captive bolt head housing. Knob on the other side. Just as required. Good solid click that. Very satisfying. I'm hoping using this is going to be satisfying. Right, let's tighten him up. And then if you want that, push him in. Oh, very easy. Little button here. Push him in and it releases it. Put it back. Nice. That's well thought out, that. And so if we want to do a swap out, slot him out. Push him in. Oh, shouldn't be wearing these gloves. Should be wearing better gloves. Spike myself. Stick him in there. Stick him back in there like that. Stored away. Yeah, do wear rigger gloves because you'll pierce your skin. I suppose we just stick him on there. That's a good little locating point. Like that. Bring him over. Tighten him up. Locked in. That is sprung loaded as well. Hey, hey. So bring it out to whatever length we want. Tighten him up. I think we're almost ready to go. That isn't rubber, by the way. That's just all plastic. Stick him in and activate. Woo-hoo. Oh, yeah, it's going to cause some damage. Right, let's just try the other batteries. All lit up green. We know it's good. 2 amp hour active energy battery for Ferrex. Yeah. And the 20 volt, 40 volt one. 5 amp hour. Yeah. Most of us know anyway. The comments that come through occasionally, just so we know, Parkside batteries don't fit Ferrex tools or Aldi tools. Just so you know. Probably adapters out there. In fact, a few people have mentioned there is some adapters. It might be worth looking into them. In, back in. So it rolls along like that on one side and then rips with the other. Yeah, that'll sort me mats out. Right, let's go and cause some havoc on the front drive.
Before we do though, massive favour, if you can subscribe and ring the bell if you like this video, because my videos might come on your screen anyway, but you're not subscribed. And if you are, it helps the channel out massively, brings more people to the party, and our little community, and it helps out in the comments as well. Your comments are absolute golden. Cheers. Yeah, I put these block pavers down donkeys ago. Never level when I did it, so there's big gaps here and there. Here's a load of weeds we can try. There we go, that's the perfect height for me. Full length.
I actually got all these block pavers years ago for free. I want to laid them, and I think I got them fairly level, but over time they've shifted.
Oh, yeah.
And to be honest, this would be better used with slabs because you're stopping and starting every time because there's shorter runs than doing a one complete run, but it did the job. And ideally, don't wear shorts like I did. Although the guard did do well not to fling anything back. And later this year, I want to take all this drive up anyway and redo it all. I might be using the resin gravel stuff. I'll tell you what it really ripped off was all the moss on top. You can go side to side and get that off. And be careful with the guard. Sometimes it comes off and you have to sort of reattach it. Of course, we could use a pressure washer for this, but I've done it before and there's big gaps between it and you get absolutely covered. But I must say, you do feel the power in it eating away. And the battery lasted a while as well. There you can see it chewing up the moss. I must admit, this is very similar to pressure washing. You're away with your thoughts. It's really satisfying. Such a simple idea. And of course, because you've got that wheel on the other side, it gives you stability, so you ain't got all the weight hanging off one arm. And of course, these weeds I'm taking out, the root's going to go a lot deeper, so now's the time to put a load of weed killer down. And I had a skip here at one point, and I've spilt something. You can see there on the left-hand side. I don't know if it was plaster or paint or whatever, but it chewed at that and started taking it all up. There we go. I think it was it tile grout? Might have been. Don't know. But I suppose if you do spill something like paint or grout or plaster, you can use this to chew it all up. I do like the idea of storing that extra wheel as well. And also the height of it. You know what it's like if you're a certain height and you start using like a strimmer, they always seem to be a bit short. Gives you backache. This is perfect. And as always, I'm interested to know if you've got one of these or one like it. Have you got the Ryobi one? I think the main purpose of this video is just discovering the concept of it, not particularly the brand, because they can't be much different to one another. It's a spinning wheel at the end of the day. So I'm just going backwards and forwards, no small runs, just to see what it would be like doing slabs, and really easy. I didn't do the whole drive. I'm going to do it later this week, so I wanted to get this video out. I'll show you before and after, probably in another video. And has anyone used the Parkside one, the mains one? How good is that? Does it seem more powerful? Because if I can get away with it, I'd rather use cordless.
I've been using it now for about 20 minutes and it's still on green, look.
And full green. I'd have thought it had dropped halfway by now.
It really digs in. Obviously, it's better with slabs because you're doing one long run rather than keep stopping and starting, because like this is a herringbone effect.
And here we are at some really old decking. Yes, I know it's upside down. It's all coming up anyway soon, but when I put it down in this area, it was with a better grip. And this rear rubber mud flap thing, it always got trapped inside, but it didn't touch the wheel. And that's the only position you can set the guard in place. Right, let's use the nylon brush wheel. As we can expect, working really well. Good for getting this moss on top as well out. Shame we can't get a massive wheel like this and we can do all the decking rather than jet washing it. And at any second now, the guard shot off. It's a little bit loose. Or was I pushing down too hard? But there you go. At least you can see how it sits into the grooves. Right, back to the shed.
I need to put the guard on, it just slides off. But very impressed. Turn it on now. There we go, still 4 bars. I thought at least dropped by a quarter. And then again, these are 4 amp hour. The Ryobi ones are 2. So it's not going to last as long. Overall impressions, very good. Certainly not a gimmick, and it is satisfying. I was trying to think, do I know anybody that's got slabs with weeds coming through? Because it'll be perfect for that. Doing a long run each time. Like I said, have you got one? Are you getting one? Your experiences help me and others. Next, I've got another tool to show you from Aldi. Nice grabbable Ferrex tool. That'll come in the next video. You'll want to see that, so subscribe and ring the bell. But for the giveaway, a couple of stickers. That one will be bigger. I've not got none left. I'll have some time for delivery. Just put I'm in below, anything like after it, or just I'm in its own, and I'll pick a winner at random in another video. I never announce the winner in the comments. I don't get in touch with you in any way to say you'd won. I only announce it in another video. This stops the scammers from pretending to be me and saying you've won in the comments. Watch out for them and report them if they do. They even use my logo. Right, let's do the results for the last giveaway.
So as usual, I used a random comment picker off the internet, and this time the winner is... Oh, it's me. Oh, I've won a sticker. Let's do it again. It's Ray Mills 188. Send me an email. It's in the description below. Well done.
As always, put your comments below. Anything you like helps me and others. As I say, I've got another video to come. Loads more on my channel. I'll put a link on the screen now to all my tool reviews, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Take care. And remember, keep calm and head to the shed. Cheers.
See you next time on Weekend Shedhead.